We'll start today by finding a comfortable seat on the mat. Be sure to pull the flesh away from those sit bones so that you're starting with a nice stable foundation. Bring the navel in towards your spine. Draw the crown of the head towards the ceiling, making that neck nice and long. And then bring the shoulder blades together and then down the back. So we're squeezing them together and pressing them down. Place the hands on the thighs, palms up. The chin is parallel to the mat or tilted slightly forward or tilted slightly down to make the back of the neck nice and long. Go ahead and close your eyes and start to become aware of your breath. If it's okay for you, allow the breath to flow in through the nose and out through the nose. Start to bring the breath into balance by making the inhale the same length as the exhale. So if you breathe in for a count of 4, you would exhale for a count of 4. If you inhale for a count of 6, you would exhale for a count of 6, and so on. And your rate of breathing could be different from everyone else, and that's perfectly fine. So there are said to be 2 mindsets that we can have. We can have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. And a fixed mindset is one in which you believe that you are born with your talents and skills, and that's that. A growth mindset, on the other hand, is when you believe that you can learn to improve on what you were born with. You can learn from others in the community, from experience. And so we're going to focus on the growth mindset today. And we're going to do that by building on what we did yesterday in class. So yesterday's class was a gentle class focused really on full body flexibility. But we had a fun little sequence in there where we transitioned from one pose to the other. So we're going to take that and kind of build on it today. So we'll do a nice warm up hitting on some of the poses, and then we'll put it all together in a sequence. So let's bring the hands together at the heart in Anjali mudra, prayer position. We'll breathe together 3 times, and on the 3rd exhale, share the sound of Om. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale and exhale. And for the 3rd time together, inhale. Om. Bow your head. Place the hands on the thighs. Softly open your eyes, looking forward. So we're going to stay seated to start, and we'll start with warming up the neck. So press down through those sit bones. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. On the next exhale, begin to turn that head to the left. Inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, you'll turn that head to look to the right. Inhale to center. 2 more times on each side, moving with your breath. When you finish, you'll just bring that head and neck back to neutral. Inhale and exhale are still equal. Press down through the sit bones. Inhale, grow tall. This time, as you exhale, you're going to lower that left ear towards the left shoulder. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, up. 2 more on each side. When you finish, you'll come back, neutral neck, neutral spine. Extend your arms out nice and long, and we're going to rotate the wrists. And then reverse the direction of the wrist rotations. Let the wrists become still, lower the arms, and we're going to lay down on our backs. So many of you know I'm also a personal trainer, and I feel as a personal trainer, we definitely have a growth mindset, as we're taught that our body will adapt to the variables we place on it. Now, with that said, sure, you could have a neurological issue that prevents you from doing certain things. But for the most part, our body will adapt to the variables that we put on it. So that's why we continue to practice yoga. It never ends. It's never done. We're continuously moving the body, putting different variables on the body so that it will adapt to be better. And what that better is could be different for each person depending on what you do. It could be stronger, it could be more flexible. So we'll lay down on the back, hugging the knees into the chest. Place both hands between the back of the left thigh and calf and keep that knee hugged in. Extend the right leg nice and long on the mat. As you inhale, straighten the left leg as much as you can. I mean, you can see mine's not straight at all, but I'm stretching that hamstring. And then as you exhale, you'll bend the knee. So we'll do 3 more on this side. Inhale, straighten. You're keeping the leg hugged in. Exhale, bend. When you finish, hug the right knee in. Place the hands between the back of the right thigh and calf. Extend that left leg nice and long. So we're really hugging the right knee to the chest. Inhale, we straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. 3 more on your own. When you finish, you'll hug that left knee in to meet the right. Place both feet on the floor and cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Take the hands around the left thigh, draw the legs in. So we're going to add to this and start to rotate that left ankle. Reverse the direction of that ankle rotation. Let the left foot become still. Lower it to the mat. Lower the right foot. Cross the left ankle over that right thigh. Take the hands around the right thigh. Draw those legs in and start to rotate the right ankle. Reverse the direction of that rotation. Let the right foot become still. Lower it to the mat and lower the left foot. So I didn't tell you to get a strap, but if you have a strap, grab one. Remember that you can use a scarf or a long sleeve t-shirt, something like that, a belt. And really just if you have a block and straps, just always have it with you when we have class. So you're going to lay on the back and place the strap around the ball of the left foot. And then extend both legs long on your mat. So the reins of the strap are one in each hand. Inhale, left leg lifts. So you can just pull the strap a little bit to get a stretch in the hamstring there. Lower the left foot and place both reins of the strap in the left hand. The right arm comes out like a T. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left leg opens up out to the left. Breathe here. Slowly draw the left leg back up. As you exhale, lower it to the ground. Place both reins of the strap in the right hand. I'm going to turn around just because I don't have enough room against this wall here. So left leg lifts and then it crosses over the body as you roll onto that right hip. Breathe here. Draw the left leg back up. As you exhale, lower it to the ground. So we're going to switch feet, placing the strap around the ball of the right foot this time. Reins of the strap, one in each hand. On the inhale, the right leg lifts. Sole of the foot looks towards the sky. We don't want to yank our leg too much, but we're just gently guiding it a little closer to the face to get that stretch in the back of the leg. Lower the right leg. Place both reins of the strap in the right hand. Left arm comes out like a T. The palm faces the sky. As you inhale, the right leg lifts. As you exhale, the right leg opens up out to the right and breathe. Draw the right leg back up. As you exhale, lower it to the ground. I'm going to turn around again simply because I don't have enough room. Both reins of the strap in your left hand, right arm out like a T. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, the leg crosses over the body as you roll onto that left hip. Draw the right leg back up. As you exhale, lower the leg. Remove your strap. Place it to the side. And now you're going to roll over onto your belly. So from here, bend your right knee and see if you can just reach back with the right hand, grasp the top of the foot, and draw the heel into the glute to stretch that right quad. Lower the right leg, bend the left knee, see if you can reach back, grasp the top of the foot, draw the heel in towards the glute. Lower the left leg. So we're going to practice Sphinx pose. So in Sphinx pose, we actively point our toes, which means we're reaching the toes to the wall behind us. Create an inner rotation of the thighs. So you're turning the thighs in towards each other, which causes your sit bones to come apart. draw the tailbone towards the heels. So you're reaching the toes, inner rotation of the thighs, tailbone towards the heels. Come up onto those forearms. The elbows are directly under your shoulders, the wrists coming straight out from those elbows. Soften your gaze and breathe. Relax the body, and you're going to press back to child's pose. Inhale up, all fours. Exhale back, child's. You're moving with your breath at your own pace here. The next time you come to all fours, pause there. Step the right foot forward between the hands. So here you're pressing down through the bottom of the right foot and the top of that left foot. Arms sweep up, hips lower towards the mat for a crescent lunge. Lower the hands. Step your right knee back to meet the left. Step that left foot forward. Again, we're pressing down through the bottom of the left foot, the top of the right. Inhale, arms up, hips lower towards the mat. Lower the hands, coming back to all fours. Shift back to child's pose. So while you're in child's pose, take the time to come back to the balanced breath. Inhale and exhale are equal. Think a little bit about your mindset. Is your mindset fixed, or do you have that growth mindset? Just think about something like cooking. You know, we're not born knowing how to cook, but we can watch read recipes, we can watch family members cooking, we can watch cooking shows, and we can learn to do things and to become quite good at them. So let's come back to all fours, and we're going to move into downward facing dog. Curl the toes under. Start to shift your hips to the space behind you. Knees lift just a bit as you press back, coming to downward facing dog. So bend both knees and keep them bent. Shift your hips to the back of the room where the wall meets the ceiling. And then begin to lower the heels towards your mat. Sweep the right leg out behind you. Step the right foot forward between the hands, or just pick it up and move it. We're going to root down through the sole of the left foot. Left toes point out slightly. And as you inhale, the arms sweep up for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. I'm going to turn around real quick because I'm going to be going the wrong way if I don't. Sorry about that. Bring those arms out like a T, palms face the floor. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, twist to the left, coming to Virabhadrasana 2. So you're gazing out over the right fingertips. Cartwheel the hands down, one on either side of your right foot, and you'll step back to downward facing dog. Start to bend the knees, go back down into child's pose. Pause for a moment here, coming back to the breath. Inhale, back up all fours, and we'll shift back to downward facing dog. From here, Sweep that left leg out behind you. Step the left foot forward or just pick it up and move it between the hands. Root down through the sole of the right foot, toes point out slightly. Inhale, arms sweep up. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Arms come out like a T, palms face the floor. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, twist to the right as you gaze out over the left fingertips for Virabhadrasana 2. So from here, and of course I'm facing the wrong way, you're going to pivot on the balls of both feet, coming to a wide-legged stance. Lower your arms. Make sure that the outer edges of the feet are parallel to the outer edges of your mat. As you inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. So your hands can come down to the ground. If you can't reach, you can bend your knees or you can put blocks under your hands. Bring your hands to the hips. Press down through the feet to come up. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge. This time, we're going to bend that right knee, shift over to the right to stretch the inner thigh of that left leg. Bring yourself back to center. Bend the left knee, shift yourself over to the left. Back to center. Hands come to the hips, press down through the feet to come up. Step your feet to just femur width apart and stand at the top of your mat. As you inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward, and step back to downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg out behind you and then step that right foot forward between the hands or pick it up and move it. Root down through the sole of the left foot, toes point out slightly. Inhale up, Warrior 1. Arms come out like a T, palms face the floor. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, begin to twist to the left as you gaze out over the right fingertips for Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So we're going to come up on the feet, pivot so that our toes face forward. Feet are parallel to the outer edges of the mat. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge. So here you're going to bend that right knee, shift over to the right, stretching the inner thigh of the left leg. This is what we did yesterday. We're going to pivot on the balls of the feet, turning towards the front of the mat. Lower the left knee, uncurl the toes, inhale, arms up, crescent lunge. Curl the toes under on the left foot, and if you can, use your strength to lift the left knee, coming to a high lunge. And then we'll come to Virabhadrasana 1 by lowering the back heel. Lower the hands, one on either side of that right foot. Step back, down dog. Sweep the left leg out behind you. Step it forward between your hands. Root down through the sole of the right foot, toes point out slightly. Inhale, arms up. Virabhadrasana 1. Arms come out like a T. Palms face the floor. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, begin to twist to your right, gazing out over the left fingertips. So you're going to come up on the feet, Bringing the outer edges parallel to the short ends of your mat. I'm turning around again. I usually don't have this problem. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend that left knee, shifting over to the left. Start to walk the hands towards the left foot as you pivot on the balls of the feet. Lower the right knee, uncurl the toes. Inhale, arms sweep up. Crescent lunge. Curl the toes under on that back foot. Press through the heel, lifting the knee, high lunge. Lower that back heel, coming to Virabhadrasana 1. Lower the hands. Step back. Downward facing dog. Take a moment to bend the knees, go back down into child's pose. Come back up, all fours, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Sweep that right leg out behind you. Step it forward between the hands. Root down through the sole of the left foot. Inhale, arms up, warrior 1. Arms come out like a T, palms face the floor. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, twist to your left, gazing out over the right fingertips for Virabhadrasana 2. We pivot on the feet, bringing the sides of the feet parallel to the sides of the mat. Arms reach up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Bend that right knee, shift over to the right. Start to walk your hands towards the right foot as you pivot on the feet. Lower the left knee, uncurl the toes. Inhale, arms sweep up, hips lower towards the mat. Curl the toes under on the left foot. Use your strength and lift that back knee. Lower the left heel to the mat, coming to Virabhadrasana 1. Lower the hands, one on either side of that right foot. Step back, down dog. So I'm just going to turn around now so I don't have to do it later. Sweep that left leg out behind you. Step it forward between the hands. Root down through the sole of the right foot. Inhale, arms up. Virabhadrasana 1. Bring the arms out like a T, palms face the floor. Take a breath in as you exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. We're going to come to that wide-legged stance, arms up overhead, fold forward. Bend the left knee, shift over to the left. Walk the hands towards that left foot as you pivot on the balls of the feet. Lower the right knee, uncurl the toes. Inhale, arms up. Curl the toes under on the right foot, lift the knee. Lower the right heel, Virabhadrasana 1. Lower the hands, one on either side of that left foot. Step back, down dog. Bend the knees, go back down into child's pose and rest. Come back to the balanced breath here. Lift the elbows up off of the mat. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, start to walk your hands out to the right. Bow out those left ribs. Bring the hands back to center, and then as you exhale, you can walk the hands out to the left as you bow out your right ribs. Come back to center, and we're going to roll over onto our backs. Once you get there, you can hug your knees into your chest. Lower the soles of the feet to the mat. Bring your arms by your sides, the palms face the floor. Pelvic floor draws up, navel draws in. Engage both glutes, lift the hips. As you exhale, lower the hips, So you're moving with your breath here, lifting and lowering those hips. Remember to engage the glutes before you lift. And then the next time you lift, we're going to hold the pose. Don't hold the breath, just the pose. Slowly lower the hips down to the mat. Hug the knees into your chest. Lower the feet. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Bring your arms out like a T, palms face the sky. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to tip the legs over to the right as you roll to the pinky toe side of the right foot. On your inhale, legs come back up. Exhale, tip the legs over to the left as you roll to the big toe side of the right foot. Inhale, back up. Continue moving with your breath. You're just rolling from one side of that right foot to the other. The next time the sole of the right foot is flat on the mat, pause there. Lower your left foot, make any adjustments to the foundation that you need to. And then you'll cross that right ankle over the left thigh. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, tip the legs over to the left as you roll to the pinky toe side of that left foot. Inhale, back up. Exhale, tip the legs over to the right as you roll to the big toe side of the left foot. Inhale, back up. Continue moving with the breath, just rolling from one side of the foot to the other. The next time the sole of the left foot is flat on the mat, pause there. Lower the right foot. Draw your knees into your chest. Keep the knees hugged in. Bring your arms out like a T, palms face the sky. And then you're going to press the soles of the feet up towards the sky. So we're just going to hold our legs like this. They can be straight. You could have a bend in the knee. Either way is fine. And just breathe. Hug the knees in. We're going to begin to transition into Shavasana. I know the class is a little short. I messed up my timing a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. So lower the soles of the feet to the mat. We're going to transition into Shavasana. So you'll just lay on your back comfortably. Legs extend out nice and long. Arms by your sides. They're a few inches away from the body. Feet can just flop open. Relax the jaw by creating a space between the top and bottom rows of teeth. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth and let your eyes just rest in their sockets. Resist the urge to make subtle movements. Allow the natural breath to take over and rest in Shavasana. Slowly start to deepen the breath, becoming aware of the room once again and becoming aware of your body. You can start to make subtle movements that feel good, like wiggling the fingers and toes and rotating through the wrists and the ankles. Turn the head gently from side to side and stretch through the arms and the legs like you're just waking up. Roll to the right side in the fetal position, and we'll stay there for a few breaths. Keeping your eyes closed if you'd like. Use the arms to bring yourself back up to a comfortable seated position, and once you get there, bring your hands together at the heart. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today, thinking a little bit about that growth mindset. And just remember that our bodies and our minds are adaptable. So we can continue to get stronger, we can continue to learn, we can continue to grow. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be free from suffering, may you be well, and may you be at ease. Namaste. Thank you.